Welcome to the Empower 8 Keynote, and welcome today's host, Stefan.
So, hello everybody. Welcome to today's Empower 8 Keynote. I am super excited to present to you the latest version of Empower. It's by far the biggest and certainly the best update we've ever done in our 9-year product history so far. But before we show you all the cool details, all the cool new looks, and what we've done in the last nearly 2 years, I would like to take a step back and talk about why we do what we do at Made in Office. We believe that everybody should be at the best at work. So what we mean by this is that we think we should spend so much more time on the things that really matter rather than on formatting Office documents, on formatting presentations and Office documents in all sense. So we save a lot of time with our solutions and help people focus on the most important things. And besides that, if you think about content, in today's world, it makes a big difference if you present the same kind of content in a very unprofessional way, in a purely formatted document that just doesn't look very good, versus you have a highly professional document that consists to your corporate design, that actually looks like it comes fresh out of a marketing agency. It makes a big difference and helps you to be better at your job. So our journey so far has been quite successful. Since 9 years, Empower is on the market. Today we count more than 1.2 million active users that work with our products on a day-to-day basis, and in more than 100 countries around the world. Behind these users, there are many well-known and one of the most desired brands in the world. But besides these very famous companies, also many small and medium-sized companies rely on our products. And we are very carefully listening to what our clients need all the time. And while speaking to our clients over the last 2 years, we identified the most important needs, what we should optimize in Empower 8. And although while speaking to all these clients, we identified one common theme. And the common theme was the challenge to work across countries, across continents, in international teams, and have a high performance of the application no matter where you are. In particular, if you have a long distance to your headquarters, it should always perform in the same nice way, no matter where you are. Yeah, so before we get started, let's have a look at the new Empower 8.
Imagine if you spent more time working on the things that mattered, not on formatting Office documents. Imagine if all your company's Office documents were at your fingertips and always in the latest version. Imagine if every Office document matched your brand and impressed your audience. At Made in Office, we believe that every employee should be at their best at work. Therefore, we created Empower, the enterprise suite for Microsoft Office that empowers users worldwide to create and share highly professional Office content. With just a few clicks, Empower lets you create sophisticated presentations, saving you hours of tedious formatting. With Empower, you have access to a slide library that contains all company knowledge in PowerPoint. Easily find the latest version of the slides you need and always deliver the right message. With Empower, you can ensure your brand consistency with one click. And best of all, Empower helps to convert old presentations into your new design, so you are ready to impress your audience every time. Join the movement and empower your employees to be at their best at work. Start using the most popular Office add-in for businesses around the globe. Empower.
So let's have a look in more detail what's new in Empower 8 slides. As I already mentioned, performance was the key aspect of our redesign. So therefore, I want to start, of course, with high performance. So what does that mean? So it all starts when you open up PowerPoint. We try to create the fastest PowerPoint startup possible with Empower. Of course, there will always be a slight delay, right, if you have to load add-ins, but we try to reduce that to an absolute minimum. Besides the startup, working with the library is faster than ever. So we have clients with all different scenarios, and some clients have hundreds of thousands of elements, having nearly terabytes of data in the library, and of course still want a library that opens very quickly, you can browse without any delay, you can search, you can upload, you can download without any waiting times. And that's the clear focus of this new version. And last but not least, the fast access from anywhere. With our entirely re-engineered architecture, we are able to have a great performance no matter how far you're away from your headquarters, how far you're away from some servers. So that's the high performance aspect. But of course, we also improved usability. In usability, we did, most importantly, the new ribbon design. So the entire ribbon was challenged, and we looked at every single button, every single icon, every single label, and asked whether this is the best way we could do. And there was an incredible process because we asked all our clients and let them participate. So we did a survey with all clients, we created prototypes, and after the feedback we got, we created new prototypes. And at the end, we present to you today the new Empower ribbon and a new Empower sidebar that was actually, when at the end, when we asked the clients, by 70% of all users said this is really the best they think it could be. So it's an amazing new design. And for those of you who would still like to stick to the old one, it wasn't bad either, right? And there's still, of course, the option to fall back to the old look. So that was a huge step for Empower 8. And we already re-engineered the library. So in the library, it looks even, I would say, even closer to Windows Explorer. It has the same breadcrumb navigation, it has the same action bar on the top, and it's very fast, it's really fun to use. And the search has been totally rebuilt. The search was actually always really good, even in Power version 1. The problem was that most of the cool features were well hidden below the surface. So many things you had to be really a Power user and find out how to add some parameters to actually get the information you want. Now with the new search, it's super easy. You can only search by author, only search by tags. It's very, very convenient. And we also have some new features. One important feature was the user rights management. We always had a user rights management, of course, but we made it much more flexible because we had certain clients with very specific requirements, also compliance related, and now it's very easy to reduce or increase rights on subfolders, which makes every requirement you have in terms of rights very easy to implement. While talking about rights, we should also talk about Empower being cloud optimized. So with Empower 8, we not only have an Active Directory authentication, we also have an Azure Active Directory supported. That means no matter whether you are working in the cloud or working on premise, we have the right authentication system for you. Secondly, we improved the default company templates. So there was actually the feature in Empower 7 that every user could define his or her default template. But with Empower 8, it's now possible for the central corporate design administrator to define one template that pops up for every user in the entire company with the first startup. This is a huge benefit and a huge impact for the brand consistency, because we realize that many users just don't do this last step to define their default template. So this makes it much more intuitive, and every user will always work on the latest template. And we also have a goodie today for our IT admins. So those people at the clients who are actually running and managing the application. We've created a beautiful web interface where they can access all the information, all the settings they need to effectively manage the application. So that's it for Empower slides. Let's quickly also talk about Empower charts. We are still in the progress and still in the works of Empower Charts 8, and here's a preview what's coming up in the next version as well. So what's new? First, we have significantly improved the Gantt chart, and I would say by far it's leading edge. It's the best-in-class Gantt chart you can think of. It's even more intuitive in the new version. It's really fun to use. It has many more options, and it looks beautiful, and you will see it in a second. Secondly, like with Empower Slides, we worked a lot on performance, and we are still. So whenever you're selecting charts, you're editing charts, you are linking it to Excel, we try to get the maximum performance of every step in that process. And we are also working currently on a new look and feel. Like with Empower Slides, there will be a total facelift of the application very soon. So, without further ado, I would like to ask Anna on stage. Anna is our senior Empower consultant. She helps our clients to implement and train users on the new Empower. And I would like to ask her to walk us through the cool new features. Anna?
Thank you, Stefan, and hi, everyone. I'm going to present to you what Stefan already mentioned. I'm going to start off with the great new Empower ribbon. You see, we have all new icons here at the top. We have a new order of all the icons. And let's start with the new order. On the left-hand side, we see all the options to create a presentation. We have a new button, which is the slide template button. It's a direct access to all the slide templates that we have in the Empower library. We have, in the next step, all the options to alter the text. A bit more prominent, the color section. We have the library, followed by all the options to insert content in your presentation. We have nicely integrated the Empower charts. We have all the presentation settings and the layout tools. What we see when we look on the right-hand side, we see the quick access bar, more slender, much more subtle than before. We have smaller icons, which will give you more space for your presentation. And the last two buttons, we have the design check and the layout tools. The layout tools as well have been redesigned, so you immediately see in which section you are working. So let's have a look at the Empower library. As Stefan already mentioned, this has been redesigned as well. In the top ribbon, we see more different options here to directly navigate in different folders. We have on the right-hand side a great new feature, which a lot of our clients are waiting for, which is the option to swap between different views. We have a list view, which is really, really nice for icons or pictures. You have a great overview, and this already shows you great increase in performance already. In the second step, we have the details view, which is nice as well if you're looking to sort or filter for your content, which you can do in this section here. And there are two more views, one that you already know, and then the XL tiles, which is great when you're looking at slides, so you do not need to insert them in order to see them. You directly see them scrolling through your presentation or your company library. So talking about performance, let's actually see how great the performance is in the library and have a look in all the templates we have. So directly clicking on and scrolling through, you immediately see the content. It's there, there's no waiting, there's no loading, it's here. And let's just pick some of the slides here and insert them into the presentation. And you will see immediately on the left-hand side, they inserted. There's no waiting, it's immediately there. So no spinning wheel, just much improvement on this side here. And since we're talking about improvements and performance, let's have a look at the search. The search, we're going to search for the word cloud, and I have a specific slide in my mind, which, yeah, here again you see performance has been increased massively, and we can scroll through the content that we have now. We see at the top right, we have the option now to tell Empower where to look for the content. So this is something that a lot of clients were asking for as well. And the slide that I'm looking for has the word cloud in the header. So what we can do is we can here deselect what we do not need. And so we found the slide here and double-click insert. Yeah, again, great performance. And what you've seen here as well is when you hover over a slide or a content, you will see where Empower has found a search word, which is really helping you a lot when looking at content. So since not only Empower Slide has improved massively, let's have a look at Empower Charts. Here's a sneak peek of the status that we have at the moment, which is, in terms of Gantt chart, massively improved in terms of performance. And the way that you now can create tasks in the Gantt chart is simply pointing anywhere in the Gantt chart and just drawing your tasks as you go. And as you see it, it's immediate. It's really fast, immediately there. So yeah, performance improvement here again. You have on the right-hand side the option here to change your status with the traffic light here and show the progress with the Harvey ball. So this is something that really helps you to create a really nice project plan. Let's have a look at what's else in Empower Charts. This is a native chart from PowerPoint, and what's always is time-consuming is when you want to edit the data in the background. So this is native PowerPoint. When we bring up the data, it takes some time. So here it is, and let's see how we solved it, how Empower Charts has solved it. And this is a complex waterfall, and when we edit the data here, it's immediately there. When we want to change anything, the chart is, you have the option here to really quickly change the data from the underlying chart here. So this is massively improved as well, but as we said, a sneak peek, and there's more to come. We will do a new design as well. And since everything that I've talked or told you is everything for the experience of the Empower user, we have a goodie that already Stefan mentioned, which is the Admin Center. Here we have the Admin Center, which will give the IT admin of every company the options here to, in the first step, for example, export the whole Empower library to an external shared drive. In the second, we have the option here, the slide settings. Every IT admin can then change IT settings, for example, the sync interval. And the private folder management gives the IT admin the option here for example, if a colleague leaves the company, then you can anonymize the content and assign it to someone else, which is really helpful as well. Empower Admin Management, of course, is the option here to assign CD admins to any folder, and the license management gives the opportunity to have an overview of all the used licenses, which will help in terms of transparency as well. Yeah, this was a great overview of what we have, but if you want to have a closer look, you can navigate into our Help Center via Empower, or you directly navigate in the browser and go to support.madeoffice.com, navigate into the slide section, into the release notes, and then you have the Empower preview for Empower 8. I hope everyone will love Empower 8 as much as we do, and thanks everyone, and let me go back to Stefan.
Thank you. Thank you, Anna. I think it looks really beautiful, and we are really excited to have it distributed to all our clients as soon as possible. So, before we close out this event today, there is actually, well, there's one more thing. And this one we are really excited to talk about today. As you know, until now, in the last 9 years, Empower was only available for the Windows platform as a native add-in. And today we are super proud to announce the first native add-in for the Mac operating system. So this is really huge for us. And it's, as said, the first truly native Mac add-in that I want now to ask Victor on the stage. Victor is our Vice President for the US operations. And let him show us how it looks on the Mac and walk us through. Victor, please come aside.
Thanks, Stefan. So really excited to show you what we've been doing for the Mac. Our clients have been asking for a Mac client, and this year we're really excited that we can deliver. So let's go ahead and start off by opening up PowerPoint on the Mac here. And what we have all the way on the left-hand side is the library button. And so what we've done is we've taken the core feature of Empower Slides, which is the library function, and brought that over first to the Mac. So let's explore a little bit. So opening up the library, as you can see, you have your library, you have all the assets that you need. These are company-wide approved assets for you to go ahead and build your presentations. One of the big things about the Empower slides for the Mac is its performance. And so by starting off just by opening up a presentation, as soon as you click on it, you'll see that it opens up. There's no delay. You don't have to wait for things. In addition to opening up a presentation, you can go ahead and actually create presentations, right? So here we have access to our corporate design template, and we're going to pull down our master template here and open that up. And once we have this, we can go ahead and go back into the library and pull down those approved elements. So for example, here, we can go ahead and go into our slide templates, pull down a couple of slides from there. We can also search. So once those are in there, I can go ahead and search, let's say, for the word reference and look for that slide and pull that down. And again, you see how fast this is happening. And of course, from here, we can also go ahead and insert images in charts. Now, the performance here is also because this is a native add-on, right? So this is not something that is going out in browser base and pulling down from the internet. The idea here that this is a Mac OS native plugin for PowerPoint, and because of that, we have this extreme performance. Now, not only do we have this performance, but we also have offline availability. So if you're in an airplane 35,000 feet, no internet connection, you still have access to everything that you need to go ahead and create a presentation. But we didn't stop there. So we want to offer our users platform independence, availability from anywhere. The idea here is that we want you to be able to access those assets whenever you need to. And so what we've done is we've added now for the first time browser access to the Empower library. And so if you look here, this is Safari. I can go ahead and click on my bookmark and I have access to the library here. It's the same look and feel. There is no learning curve between the browser base and the client. And of course, performance is there, right? So we're going to open up that same presentation from the browser. And as you can see, it's just going to open up and pop right in. So we're really excited about this. We hope you are too. And yeah, and we look forward to building this out even further. Oh, and also, I'm sorry, I just forgot. Because of this browser access, you can now access this via mobile and tablet. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much, Victor. Yeah, that was really impressive, and it was for us a huge milestone in our company history, and it was technically a huge challenge that we succeeded in overcoming. And yeah, so we're looking forward. So what's the only point left today is when does it all come out? So the release dates are all early 2019. So Empower Slides 8 is currently already in an early access program with quite a few of our clients. Empower Slides 8 will, Empower Charts 8 will come out early 2019, and the Mac version in the library edition that we just saw as well. During the course of 2019, we will add all the other features from Empower Slides as well, so that we have the full feature set available on the Mac in the next year as well. So, of course, once the releases are ready, we'll inform all our clients first and help you to upgrade as quickly as possible. So that's it for today. For us, this is really a very special day and a special release because we think we make a huge step towards our mission and really hope that you will love Empower 8 as much as we do. Thank you very much.